great nurseries of patriotism. He went on to say, "Cast your eye over the map of our country today and show me a section of states from which men shed their blood most freely in battle for the defense of the Union, and I will show you that such states have also expended the most money for public schools." He said the crowning achievement of the public schools, in his words, is that they have educated an army of 500,000 of men who have volunteered to sustain the national flag with the bayonet. Close quote. Now, you can't be much more explicit than that. Let me move to this later wave of immigration which took place in the late 19th century. Now, I'm going to quote a passage from a book which was the most commonly used. It was used for decades in colleges where they instructed teachers. The author is Elwood Cubberley, who was very well known at Stanford and very revered even today by historians of state education. And he wrote a book called Public Education in the United States. He wrote a number of other texts, but these were used for decades. And you have to understand, these were used from about 1915 through the 1930s at least in America. In his book, Public Education in the United States, Elwood Cubberley complains or discusses the immigration which occurred after 1882 in America, which he said consisted of mainly of European and Southern Europeans, Eastern and Southern Europeans, who, in his words, quote, being largely illiterate, docile, lacking in initiative, and almost wholly without the Anglo conceptions of righteousness, liberty, law, order, public decency, and government, served to dilute tremendously our national stock and to weaken and corrupt our political life. He went on to say that state education was supposed to combat, in his words, this serious case of racial indigestion. Now, I'm going to follow this up with another little